Hi everyone, it is alenajingle, and today I am back with the last video in the series I've been doing, which is less popular alternatives to the top 100 girl names of 2014. In this video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 girl names of 2014, and I'll just go ahead and get started. At number 5 was AVIVA. With the AVIVA pronunciation, it is an English form of the name Eve, which means life, or pronounced Ava, it is a Persian name that means voice. This is the name of a biblical city. This is definitely strongly associated with the old-time classic actress Ava Gardner. There is an actress named Ava Kolker who plays the character Ava Morgenstern in Girl Meets World. There is an actress named Ava Akers from the show American Horror Story. There is a director named Ava DuVernay, and there are dozens of celebrities with daughters named Ava, including Heather Locklear, Reese Witherspoon, and Hugh Jackman. This was in the top 1,000 girl names most years, has been in the top 100 girl names since 2002, and has been a top 10 girl name since 2005. I have a niece whose name is Ava. She fits the name to a T, and she is just so precious to me. And this is a name that I talked about in a video on another name channel called The Name Sisters, where I also included these same alternatives for Ava, so I will link that below and you can go check that out if you would like. My first Ava alternative I have is AVIVA. This is a Hebrew name that means springtime. It refers to the season spring. There is a young actress named Aviva Bauman, and there is a character from the kids show Wild Kratts called Aviva. Otherwise, this is a very unpopular name, but I think it totally needs to be used more, and it's so beautiful, and I love that, like Ava, it is also a palindrome name. And I think someone who likes Ava might like Aviva because Ava could be a nickname for Aviva. My next Ava alternative I have is Ada. With this spelling, it is a German name that means nobility. If you add an H on the end, it is a Hebrew name that means ornament, and there are 2 Adas in the Bible spelled A-D-A-H. This is the name of a genus of orchid. Ada Clare is the name of one of the main characters from the novel Bleak House by Charles Dickens. I think this name is so darling, and I know a little Ada who fits that name very well. I was really excited when they chose that name. This was a top 100 girl name through 1962, slowly dwindled out of the top 1,000 girl names in the early 90s, re-entered in 2004, and is now ranked at 382. And I think someone who likes Ava might like Ada because they're only 1 letter apart in their spelling and pronunciation. And my last Ava alternative I have is MAEVA. This is a variant of the name Maeve, M-A-E-V-E, which means intoxicating. This can also be pronounced MAEVA as well, and it means welcome in Tahitian as well. MAEVA is the name of a minor planet, and there is a French comedian named Maeva Anissa. And of course, I think someone who likes Ava might like MAEVA for that super similar sound. At number 4 in the year 2014 was the name Isabella. This is a Latin form of Isabel, which means God's promise. This is definitely associated with actress Isabella Rossellini. There were many people in royalty named Isabella, including a young current princess of Denmark. There's an Isabella in Shakespeare's Measure for Measure, an Isabella in Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, 2 Isabellas in different Austen novels, and there is an Isabella in the Twilight series as well. There are tons and tons of celebrities with babies named Isabella, including the daughter of Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Matt Damon's daughter, and the daughter of actress Lori Loughlin. This was in the top 1,000 girl names through 1948, re-entered in 1990, and has been a top 100 girl name since 1998. A top 10 girl name since 2004, and was actually the #1 girl name in the US in 2009 and 2010. It's crazy seeing it become a #1 name when it was actually not in the top 1,000 girl names for several decades in the 20th century. That's kind of crazy to me. This is a name I'm definitely seeing more often as a middle name as well. My first Isabella alternative I have is ILLYRIA. This is a Latin name that means lyric band. Really great meaning. Illyria is the name of an ancient civilization. It is the name of the place that Shakespeare's Twelfth Night takes place in as well, and there's a fictional angel in Joss Whedon's show Angel named Illyria. I think someone who likes Isabella might like Illyria because they're both long 4-syllable I names that end in A. My next Isabella alternative I have is Arabella or Arabella. This is a Latin name that means prayerful. I love that meaning so much. There is a song by the Arctic Monkeys called Arabella, and an opera written by Richard Strauss called Arabella as well. The wife of the protagonist from the book Jude the Obscure is named Arabella, and there is a character named Arabella Figg in the Harry Potter series as well. The name of the mom in the children's book The Ballad of Lucy Whipple is named Arabella, and there are characters in Vanity Fair and the Pickwick Papers named Arabella as well. So definitely a very literature associated name. This entered the top 1,000 girl names for the first time in 2005 and is now ranked at 174. I love that it's being used so much. And I think someone who likes Isabella might like Arabella for that very similar look and sound, and because they both end in Bella, of course. And my last Isabella alternative I have is Sabella. This is an Italian variant of Isabella, which means God's promise again. Actor Kevin James has a daughter named Sistine Sabella. I think that is so beautiful. And this is also used as a surname in Italy. It is extremely uncommon in the US though. And of course, I think someone who likes Isabella might like Sabella because they're only one letter apart in their spelling and pronunciation. At number 3 in the year 2014 in the US was the name Sophia with this spelling. This is an English form of the name Sophronia, which means wisdom, very good meaning. This is associated with actress Sophia Bush, classic actress Sophia Loren, English actress Sophia Myles. There is a beautiful, incredible song written and performed by the English singer Laura Marling called Sophia. You should definitely look it up, it's so cool. This is definitely a name that is associated with royalty as well, and this is considered the goddess of wisdom in some pagan and Wiccan religions as well. I have a cousin whose name is Sophia Pearl, and she totally fits that name to a T. I really like that name on her. This has always been in the top 1,000 girl names, has been a top 100 name since 1997, and has been in the top 10 girl names since 2006. I see little girls named Sophia all over the place. This was a #1 girl name briefly a couple years ago, and once again, like I mentioned in other videos, there are 2 spellings of Sophia and then also Sophie in the top 100 girl names, so it's extremely popular right now. My first Sophia alternative I have is Sophronia, of course. This is the original Greek form of Sophia, which means wisdom. The lover of Olindo in the poem Jerusalem Delivered is named Sophronia, and in the classic children's book The Little Peppers, one of the little peppers in the book is named Sophronia, and they call her Phronsie. There are also characters in 2 different Charles Dickens books named Sophronia as well. This was in the top 1,000 girl names a few years at the start of the 1900s, but has not been since then, and I think this is an absolutely incredible name, and I think someone like Sophia might like Sophronia because they have the same meaning, a similar look and sound, and Sophronia could even go by Sophia as a nickname. My next Sophia alternative I have is Saskia or Saskia. This is a Dutch name that means Saxon woman. There is a young German actress named Saskia Rosendahl, and the painter Rembrandt's wife's name was Saskia, and I recently read a historical fiction novel about him, and so that was the name of 1 or 2 characters in that book, of course. There's also an English actress named Saskia Reeves, and the daughter of actress Anne Dudek is named Saskia as well. I think someone who likes Sophia might like Saskia for that similar look and sound. The last Sophia alternative I have is Aphia or Aphia. This is a Phrygian name that means darling, and this is a name I know from the Bible because it is the name of the wife of Philemon in the New Testament. I don't have any other associations with this name though. I think it is absolutely beautiful, and that meaning of course is such a winning, amazing meaning, and I would just love to meet a little girl with this name. And of course I think someone who likes Sophia might like Aphia for that very similar sound. The #2 name in 2014 in the US was Olivia. This is of course a Latin name that means olive tree. This is the name of a little pig character in the children's books by Ian Falconer, Olivia the Pig. There is of course celebrity Olivia Palermo, who's absolutely gorgeous, actress Olivia Munn, actress Olivia Wilde, actress Olivia Cook from Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, and there is a voiceover actress named Olivia Diabo, another English actress named Olivia Colman, definitely associated with Olivia Newton-John, who was from Greece. Actress Olivia de Havilland played Melanie in Gone with the Wind, and actress Olivia Hussey played Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. This is the name of a character in Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, and this is the name of the lead character from the show Law & Order SVU as well. One of my favorite associations with this name is English actress Olivia Williams as well. She's in a couple of my favorite movies. This has always been in the top 1,000 girl names, has been a top 100 girl name since 1990, and has been a top 10 girl name since 2001. This is another name I do see frequently as middle name as well. My first Olivia alternative I have is Liviana. This is a Latin name that means blue. This is the name of a genus of moth, but is extremely rare otherwise, and I don't understand why, because it is so insanely gorgeous and accessible. And I think someone who likes Olivia might like Oliviana because they're both 4-syllable names with a similar sound. My next Olivia alternative I have is Olive. This is an English name that refers to the color or the food or the tree. This is definitely associated with peace. I think of olive oil from Popeye. There is a children's holiday book called Olive the Other Reindeer. Actress Emma Stone plays an olive in the movie Easy A, and there are lots of celebrity daughters with this name, including the daughters of Isla Fisher and Sacha Baron Cohen, Drew Barrymore, and country singer Jake Owen. Abigail Breslin played an olive in the movie Little Miss Sunshine, and this is a name I've always loved and would love to use myself as well if I can ever get my husband to like it. This was in the top 100 girl names through 1903, left the top 1,000 in 1950, re-entered the top 1,000 in 2007, and is now ranked at 282. I'm so glad that it's being used. And I think someone who likes Olivia might like Olive for that similar sound and because they have the same meaning. And my last Olivia alternative I have is Olesia. This is a Russian diminutive of Alexandra, which means defender of men. And the only time I've ever seen this name used is on the beautiful Disney Channel actress Olesya Rulin. She's a great association for me, and this is probably my favorite O name. I think it is absolutely stunning, and I think someone who likes Olivia might like Olesia for the similar look and sound. And the last name for this whole series is the #1 girl name for 2014, which is of course Emma. This is a German name that means universal. I definitely associate this with the book and films called Emma, based off of the Jane Austen book. I absolutely love that. There are several actresses with this name, including Emma Watson from the Harry Potter series, Emma Stone that I mentioned earlier, who was also in The Help, veteran British actress Emma Thompson, young actress Emma Roberts, who is the niece of actress Julia Roberts, actress Emma Caulfield, who is in the show Once Upon a Time, Emma Bunton, who is Baby Spice in the Spice Girls. Emma is the name of the love interest of the protagonist from the book and upcoming film Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Emma Bovary is the name of the heroine from the classic novel Madame Bovary, and Emma Swan is the name of the protagonist in the show Once Upon a Time. This is another name that's definitely associated with royalty, and this is a name I absolutely adore and had planned on using as a middle name until a family member used it, which I kind of figured would happen since it's the #1 girl name in the US. This has always been the top 500 girl names, left the top 100 in 1942, re-entered the top 100 in 1993, and has been a top 10 girl name since 2002. Once again, I know loads of Emmas, but I totally get why this name is the #1 name, and I think it deserves it. I think it's absolutely stunning. I do think it would be a lot fresher as a middle name though. My first Emma alternative I have is Elma. This is another German name that means helmet. There is a town in my state of Iowa called Elma. Elma Leivonen is the name of the main character from the manga and anime Strike Witches. But this name is extremely uncommon in the US right now. It is a top 1,000 girl name through 1958, but has not been since then. The name Elma and the name Elmer both sometimes go in and out of my top girl and boy names. I do love both of those names, and I would love to see someone else use them for sure. And of course I think someone who likes Emma might like Elma because they're only one letter apart in their spelling and pronunciation. My next Emma alternative I have is Ebba. This is another German name that means boar, B-O-A-R. The Swedish pop singer Tovlo's real first name is actually Ebba, and there is a Swedish celebrity named Ebba Zingmark as well. This was a top 1,000 girl name through 1903 in the US, but is otherwise very rare here, but it's a top 10 girl name in Sweden right now. And of course I think someone who likes Emma might like Ebba for that similar look and sound. And my last name and last alternative is Gemma. This is an Italian name that means gem. I definitely associate this with the gorgeous Australian model Gemma Ward. There is a young English actress named Gemma Arterton, veteran English actress Gemma Jones, who played Madame Pomfrey in Harry Potter. There is a gorgeous English actress named Gemma Chan as well, and there is a Game of Thrones actress named Gemma Whalen, and a Hollyoaks actress named Gemma Atkinson. Gemma Doyle is the lead character in the trilogy by novelist Libba Bray. This is a name that's actually a dated mom name in England, but is just starting to rise here. It first entered the top 1,000 girl names in 2008 and is now ranked at 272, which I think is wonderful. And I think someone who likes Emma might like Gemma because, again, they're only one letter apart in in their spelling and pronunciation. That's it for this whole series. Thank you so much for everyone who's stuck through these and watched all my videos, and stay tuned for more videos, especially more alternative videos perhaps in the future, and I will have links to the playlists below in the description box. And thank you again for watching. Have a great day.